Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, Madaraka Day celebration today was held in Homa Bay County. That is something that the whole nation knows about. We also know that the chief case was the Slovenia president,
Jomo Kenyatta, the man who led Kenya to independence, recognized this. He also knew that Kenya's unity alone would not be enough to secure a bright future of Africa.
She was there to represent her country, and because William Ruto had actually invited her. But I want us to shift our focus to Raila Odinga.
There's issue of people who are injured. We should do compensation to families of those who died and those who are injured so that we can have a closure to this chapter. I saw that during the prayer breakfast recently this week, there was apologies that were being made. The speaker and yourself, which is wonderful.
And why do I want us to focus on Raila Odinga? It's very simple. This message that Raila delivered during that ceremony is a reaction of what RUTO did during the prayer breakfast. So during Raila Odinga's statement, Raila reminded William Ruto that apologizing is not enough. Actions must follow your words. This was a very strong message, and if you remember, the moment William Ruto gave that statement back then during the prayer breakfast, the leaders in opposition attacked his words. Some youths converged and attacked those statements. Some of them were saying that statements are not enough, we need actions. So when Raila made that statement, one would wonder, is Raila really with the William Ruto? Ama Raila yuko pale tu, lakini mguu mmoja uko nje. I'm looking at Raila Odinga's politics from another angle, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many of you have observed that Raila ni kama yuko, ni kama hayuko. You see, it's not easy to tell whether yuko naye ama hayuko naye. So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to dissect Raila Odinga's statement bit by bit. But before you do that, kindly support this channel by liking this video. Also subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed before. And to our existing subscribers, I want to continue thanking you so much, because without you, this channel wouldn't have grown. Raila has been very steadfast in championing for the rights of citizens. That is something that we must remember Raila Odinga about. During Moi, during Mike Kibaki, during Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, days of SGR. But let's not talk about that. Let us shift our focus to this apology. When Ruto made an apology back then during the prayer breakfast, Ruto used the word if.
If there is any misstep, we apologize.
I mean, personally, if means if I'm wrong, if I made a mistake, if I did A, if I did B. So back then, Raila Odinga had not reacted. You see, Raila did not react. But Raila chose Madaraka Day, a perfect day, to remind William Ruto that, look here, it's not just verbal apology. Apology must precede actions. And that is exactly what Rigathi Gachagua has been maintaining, Kalonzo Musyoka has been maintaining, Eugene Wamalwa has been maintaining, even Natembeya. So the big question, ladies and gentlemen, based on the statement from Raila Odinga is, do you think Raila is with William Ruto? I mean, let's be honest, this is politics. Unaweza kuwa kuna mimi, unacheka na mimi, you give me tenders, I give you some support, but at the end of the day, siko na wewe. You see, politics, very dynamic. The politics of Kenya, wewe ushaangalia siasa za Kenya. Leo mtu yuko na huyu, kesho yuko na yule, kesho kutwa yuko na yule. They are always shifting goalposts. That is something that you know about, ladies and gentlemen. So, based on Raila's statement, what do you have to say? I mean, Raila just told William Ruto, wewe uli apologize, yes, lakini wewe ulikuwa unatakana ufanye action, ufanye kitu. Fanya kitu Wakenya waone. For instance, kama vile wale watu ambao walipigwa. Some of them were arrested, you know. If police are responsible and the investigations have never been concluded, but if police are responsible, and of course they are responsible, the government should do something about compensation, because the police acted on orders from above. So if the police made mistakes, then people should be compensated. It's the same way to during the Azimio protest, there were mistakes which were made. The police should compensate these people, or rather the government should compensate these people, because the police were responsible for a lot of torture on the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, in very few words, what do you think about this statement from Raila? Because Raila just told William Ruto, forgiveness must precede some action. No action, hakuna forgiveness. And it's like, I mean, if I may interpret Raila's words, I mean, because there are no actions. So it's just like, you know, you singing. You just sing so that people can listen to your music, but then there's no action. When Ruto apologized, the president was supposed to initiate some ways of compensation. That was the best thing. And that, I think, is what Gen Zs want right now.
If there is any misstep, we apologize.
He'd need to do better than just say, children, we are sorry. First of all, calling us children instead of adults.
Of course, you can't compensate. You cannot return the debt. Like in the families, there are families which depend on these people. At least do something about this. So I think I agree with Raila Odinga, at least for your statement.
I saw that during the prayer breakfast recently this week, there was apologies that were being made, the speaker and yourself, which is wonderful as a first step to reconciliation. But then there's the issue of people who are injured, some people who died during that time. I want today to say that we should do compensation to families of those who died and those who are injured, so that we can have a closure to this chapter of our national history.
So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to raise my case. What do you think about this statement from Raila? Just tell us below in the comment section whether you agree with Raila's call. I'm on Raila just playing politics. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.